Now welcome Salman. So we had a very fantastic sessions today of covering all the topics, which includes strategy, uh, which includes supply chain management, IT alignment. Okay, so we do had a stakeholder management available. Okay, so we have complete range of strategy topics. Now, with you, we bring you some completely different approach. How does that technology, especially the ERP, SAP kind of things, how does that integrate with the systems, especially the proof strategy? So I would like to invite Salman to the presentation. So Salman, just to give you a quick introduction, Sheikh Mohammad Salman brings 14 years of experience in enterprise performance management with a robust background of SAP practices. Salman adds valuable perspective to the budgeting dynamics of organization. As a seasoned professional, he excels in diverse SAP modules and processes. Hands-on experience with IBM planning analytics, contributing to significantly to the financial planning landscape. Salman has traveled quite a lot globally, and he would like to share some very key insights in one of the key topics, which is related to the technology. Over to you, Salman.
Okay, thank you very much, Sheik, for the introduction. Okay, as Sheik mentioned, uh, I have around 14 years of experience, mostly into SAP landscape, working across the spectrum when we talk about SAP analytics solutions. Okay, so SAP robotic process automation, as well as the SAP flagship ERP solutions with like SAP S4 HANA on private cloud and public cloud. Okay, so this session, what I wanted to present was how we talk about the digital transformation journey, the strategic transformation journey, how fruiStrategy helps companies which are already into SAP systems, how it aligns, how it helps them align, how it aligns to the IT landscape, and on top of it, how fruiStrategy helps you realize the full value of the SAP systems. Okay, moving on. So when we look at the overall strategy transformation journey, that we look at and we break it down into individual pieces. Okay, we can see that many of the parts, okay, are already done by organizations successfully. Okay, and if successfully, in a sense, they have already achieved a level of optimization, or they are in process, or they have already identified and it is in process. So when we talk about something like budgeting, okay, performance reporting, consolidation reporting, performance evaluation, people performance reviews, this is something uh, which many of the organizations have moved from a transformation journey to an operational journey, where they have completed the journey and they have already, most of the companies have already optimized their budgeting and reporting process. So the idea behind fruiStrategy integrating to SAP, okay, S4 HANA, as well as SAP Analytics Cloud, SAP Performance Management Solutions, SAP Success Factors. The idea behind this is those companies who have done a big investment into SAP, they have already done most of the pieces that are required for their entire strategic transformation journey. Okay, so the idea behind fruiStrategy is, if you have already have a robust budgeting process, okay, the fruiStrategy helps you align, integrate with your existing budgeting system, okay, to enable you to remove the overall requirement of extracting budgets again to perform a strategic reporting. Okay, I will take a deep dive into high level activities. So this is how we integrate with SAP landscape. When we talk about the actuals that are recorded, when we talk about the financial actuals, employee performance actuals, okay, and every other aspect of the actuals that are aligned and required for the strategy. And then SAP provides a very robust framework for project and portfolio performance, okay. And then SAP success factors provides a very robust people performance tools, our organizational performance, the capital expenditure, and obviously the most important term, the master data. So when we see about whenever we discuss with the customers, okay, the bigger challenge is you already have a set of GLs, you already have a set of employees. Now it becomes a redundant exercise whenever they want to map this to the strategy and report on top of it. So to avoid this unnecessary work, which can be directly integrated to the SAP system, and this can be leveraged, reducing the overall data entry requirement by about 60 to 70%. Very high level overview about the portfolio and project systems within SAP. So when we talk about the portfolio management system, portfolio and project management, SAP has portfolio items, and SAP provides a way of strategic planning, okay, evaluation, and then obviously the whole agenda behind the portfolio and project management and project systems within SAP is to achieve a level of control. So if there is a certain initiative that is linked to uh, strategy, okay, so that initiative can be brought into SAP, or a project that has been created within SAP can be linked to an initiative within fruiStrategy, so that this enables you to directly link every expenditure against that project, okay, to measure the actuals that have incurred, measure the budget allocated to that project, measure the people, okay, and list of activities done against that project linked to the strategy, so that the office of strategy, when you review, it becomes really easy for them to flow through the entire landscape, okay. So on a very high level, this is how what integration happens, okay. The strategic and portfolio management, the project management, and then corporate services like your procurement, human resources, and then the financials. All these are linked, and required data is extracted to through strategy in real time, okay, to enable you report on the financial and resources, okay. And the beauty of this particular integration is this allows the drill down from a strategy objective to the initiative to the actual transaction that has happened, whether it is a financial or non-financial. For example, there is a certain training, employee training that have happened, which has incurred a certain cost. This can be traced back to the objective, wherein we can review the actual impact that this particular training has had onto the strategic objective, okay. And when we talk about budgeting, most of the organizations have a very robust budgeting process, okay. So be it capital expense planning, operational expense planning, or HR, any other planning. When we talk about, this is a well established process in many organizations. Now the challenge here is most of the team that performs the actual budgeting process is not really sure on the targets that are being given to them. I have been part of many budgeting exercises wherein both top down as well as bottom up, but at the end of the day, a certain target is provided against which and the team is expected to budget within that particular limitation. The always this discussion comes out to the point, like the team does not understand why a certain target has been assigned to them, why a certain higher upper limit has been provided. Now, linking the strategy to the operational planning provides the team a full understanding of what exactly is this control supposed to be, rather than just the project being as something that you select. Okay, so they can actually see and understand that this particular project or initiative against which the team is trying to prepare a budget for is linked to a broader agenda, broader objective. And whenever there is an expense that incur, whenever there is certain activity that is performed as part of that project, the team can align themselves, and then this brings the visibility across the organization. Okay. And when we talk about when we talk about the best practices that we have embedded into fruiStrategy, okay, we have done an extensive research based on the industry and region, and the key user requirements, and then the system limitations. Every, as most of you might be aware, like every IT system has a certain limitations. One system is good in one area, and then the other system is not so good in another area. So now, to bridge this gap, to ensure fruiStrategy is easily adaptable. Okay, so we have performed our research based on the industry, the users, and the systems. And when we talk about industries, we have done for 10 industries, including agriculture, automotive, FMCG, across five regions. And we have identified 1400 KPIs. Okay, and 87 reports and 47 dashboards, which are pre-built, integrated to SAP S4 HANA and SAP success factors. And these to reduce the overall journey towards the strategy transformation. So we want to bring in as much best practice as possible. As much When we talk about best practices, again, it follows the same agenda, like industry, key users, and the systems. We try to understand, considering all these three factors. Okay, what solution would fit a certain region, certain type of users, and using certain system. And then we have designed it in such a way that with very minimum customization, the standard solution which we provide will be adaptable to the organizations. Okay, a very sample dashboard of the reports, that's the sort of reports that would be coming from uh, through strategy. And when we talk about the integration, we have the integrations with SAP Analytics Cloud. Okay, especially when we talk about reporting, and not just SAP Analytics Cloud. If there is a very popular trend in the Power BI. Okay, so we have a deep integration to Power BI as well, so that if you are using an if you are into SAP landscape, SAP fruiStrategy can act as a bridge to to fill all the required gaps to ensure your strategic transformation journey. And then you can have the dashboarding capabilities within the SAP system, which is SAP Analytics Cloud, or any other third party solutions, including Power BI, Click, or MicroStrategy. Okay, uh, that's it.
Thank you, Salman. We have one couple of slides in the middle. Can we just go back
Yes.
to that? Just go back. Yeah, yeah, maybe these two slides. Yeah. So basically, what you are saying, Salman, is True Strategy takes the data from SAP S4HANA seamlessly. So as SAP has a huge operational data, so and it collects required data to True Strategy, and it helps the managers to get the strategy reporting properly on time. Okay, and
Yes.
without having the duplication of data entry, it gets automatically accurately. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
if I have to put it in a certain perspective, okay. So the whole idea is S4 HANA being an operational system. Okay. So if a number okay the, the if we drill down, especially when we talk about project system, okay, there is a very little in terms of collaboration available. Okay. So
Mhm.
if there is a certain project which is supposed to be something that involves three departments, for example, say procurement, production, and human resources. SAP, being an operational system, has a very limited capability when we talk about the collaboration between these teams. Now, what fruiStrategy brings it into the what fruiStrategy brings is right from the collaboration perspective, brings the collaboration perspective, and then on top of it, we also have the link to the strategy, and then this will enable you to drill down from strategy to the particular initiative, split within the different departments within the organization, and then drill down to the actual activity or expense, or the activity that has been performed.
Okay, that's fantastic. The next slide, you told us that different topics, like you have a strategic and operational portfolio management, the project management, and corporate services. So
Yeah,
when you talk about the strategy, so it has all the levels within the strategy management. So
right.
now, wherever required, as you said, wherever required, the data at any level, it could be a project level, or it could be a budget level, or it could be a industry KPI level. So you have a seamless integration with True Strategy, and then you have a collaboration mechanism in True Strategy to help SAP business users and managers to manage it properly. That's a quite a bit of interesting. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So again, when we talk about the collaboration from SAP, one critical challenge, especially for any company that uses SAP, integrating with a third party solution, is the building the bridge interface. Okay. So as I mentioned in the next slides, we have already done a significant amount of research, okay, across the departments within the SAP, across the different modules within SAP, understanding the current as well as future landscape provided by SAP, to ensure like with a minimal development, we will be able to perform a very exhaustive reporting. Okay. Not just sometimes, as with your experience, you might have seen sometimes reporting does not really make sense. Like, do we really need to generate this particular report? But that every report has a specific sequence, a specific importance in or relevance in a very specific scenario. Okay. So that is how we try to build a story for each report. Okay. To ensure like we have an exhaustive reporting.
Okay, so just to tell you in a nutshell, you have a required integrations and meaningful reporting for the
Yes.
senior managers.
Yes.
So in unnecessarily, if we instead of flooding with the data, so you have a meaningful reporting and dashboards which are from the strategy focus. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. Okay, so you also said that the Flu strategy supports a seamless integration with Power BI for the board reporting and management reporting. Okay,
Yes.
so and Power BI being you have a desktop version free, even the desktop version also can be integrated, so without any cost. Okay, so you have free integration with Power BI basically. Even if you have one or two user licenses in Power BI, you can use it. That's fantastic. Thank you, Salman. Any closing thoughts from your side?
uh, when we talk about now, this comes a really will be obviously having a very detailed operational demo in the coming weeks. okay, to actually show how this overall integration that we are discussing at this stage happens in real time. We will have, I think that will be a separate discussion, okay, down the line. But one point which I would like to highlight is uh, the SAP is primarily SAP landscape, which is SAP, which is like most of the Fortune 500 companies use, as well as many companies are adopting to the SAP methodology of fit to standard, wherein uh, wherein reducing the customizations required and then adopting the standardized process as much as possible to minimize the cost in terms of the overall IT ownership, IT expenditure. So fruiStrategy aligns to that mindset, okay, that theme, wherein we try to bring a fit to standard solution, okay, to enable organizations minimize their IT cost. Yes.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. And we will have one more session where you can showcase the full flow in a real scenario, where we can invite SAP, SAP companies to deliver. So, Fruit Strategy, please try to explore Fruit Strategy. It's the most comprehensive solution in the market at the moment. So you have not only the functionality, you have the capability to robust integration with the systems, scaling up, and it can meet whatever requirements you have. And it's a built with the best practices globally, through globally known subject matter experts with variety of implementations in strategy. So thank you very much, Salman, for joining and giving a very nice, insightful presentation.
Thank
Thank you very much.
thank you very much. Have a nice day.